We're at the home of everything, Frederick, 401 North Market Street, and I am with Pristine Clean, two of the four owners. Is that correct? There's
Correct.
4 of you, right?
Yep.
Leo and Jon, and you guys and two others started when?
Back in 2023, it was. It all started mostly Jon and I. So Jon and I went to high school together, as well our other partner, James Rippion. What's funny is we didn't even really know each other in high school too much.
Isn't that funny how that happens? Once you get out, you start to,
That's the best part.
It is.
Hardly even talk to each other, I would say. But
not much at all.
No.
Different cliques, different groups.
Right.
It's like James was on the football team. I played hockey. Jon was in the band. Like, so it was like kind of all
you
separated.
You guys covered almost every one of the cliques that happened in high school. All right.
But so yeah, it wasn't until after college that Jon and I started hanging out again downtown here. And then it was in 2023, both of us got laid off around the same time. And we were already kind of thinking about doing some type of service business in the community. And especially after being laid off, we didn't want to ultimately have to rely on some large corporation to provide our earnings. So we, at the very least, wanted to set something up like on the side and be community focused and something service industry wise. And it really was kind of picked cleaning because it was kind of the lowest barrier of entry. Don't really need too many like licenses. And what we've been trying to do is outcompete like the larger, I won't name them.
No, you don't have to.
Everyone knows who they are.
But they're ultimately what we discovered are, or at least most of them are like owned by private equity. And they really don't what they're focused on is profit and not so much like the community and good service. And so where we think what we have been trying to do since we started is just outcompete them in terms of customer service and employee service. Like we try to treat our employees the best as possible. But so it was really in 2023, and it took a while. Of course, it was very slow at first. It's a big grind, but we've been growing a lot. And then we other partner James came on. I think it was last year, and then another big difficulty was finding the right people to hire. And then finally, our other co-owner, Sarah, she reached out to us via email one time and went to high school with his wife, Katie. And so another like kind of weird connection we had. And she turned out to be just absolutely phenomenal. And so ended up giving her part ownership in the company. And so that is kind of how it became the four of us.
Yeah, very cool. And you come into the role with marketing, branding, and that kind of experience. You work in finance, which makes you the numbers guy or part of one, which, I mean, it's all really great when you bring together people with different areas of expertise. Do you actually go in and clean?
We do still,
Nice. Okay.
and especially like at the beginning, we were.
Are your
like,
parents surprised that you're
yes.
My wife might be more surprised, but she's been very tolerant of that.
Somebody else's place.
No, like say 2023 was just us two, and we had some good connections with realtors and property managers. So that was like another reason why we kind of entered that market. It was like, this is something we. We're not lifelong cleaners, but this is a space we can, figure out, and it's just, good work to get into. So we were working with, especially a lot of property managers early on. It would be us too. Mostly in like Washington County, actually. And it was around the point when we got Sarah on board, and marketing efforts started kind of funneling it to Frederick and more residential based services and some commercial that she helped us kind of pivot in a way to really focus in on that residential commercial service, but while bringing in the expertise that we did not have as much of in that space.
Excellent. What is the one thing about this? Because I 100% agree with you, and I say this to my kids all the time, like you should never be dependent on someone else for your income. I think when especially young people can learn that they can create their own destiny. It takes a little hard work and grind, of course, but when you're in control of what you make, it makes it so much better, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. And we want to be able to provide that to the people we hire too, not only just like us. Because what we realized is at least the larger corporations, it seems like they just really don't care about like a low level employee. Just kind of like you're just a number in a way. So it feels good to. I mean, it's been hard, like you said, the first year, like very slow. But it just does take time, and we just had to grind it out. And we were cleaning some rough spots. Out in Hagerstown.
Some heavy lifting to start. Because these were like some gutted homes, and it was a lot there. But yeah.
Well, that's awesome. All right. So if people want to get in touch with you, I'm assuming they can come straight to a website and get information.
Yeah. So the website's pristinecleaningteam.com.
Okay.
That we have kind of a little bit about us, our services. You can kind of run through that. We do have an online booking, just like instant quote for a residential side. Commercial side, we always do site visits.
Sure.
Sometimes move in, move outs, but we're kind of check everything out on there. We have contacts information on there as well.
Excellent. So. And your service area?
So pretty much all of Frederick County right now.
Okay.
It is the highest concentration of our work is like kind of centered around downtown Frederick area. But we do service all of Frederick County. We pulled back from the other counties for now. We're just focusing again, kind of that community focus in Frederick for now.
Yeah, very good.
And plans to maybe grow and expand a little bit, but we do like that focus.
Well, I think sometimes when you focus in on something and then you become successful at it, makes it easier instead of spreading yourself so thin and not being able to do anything well. When you do one thing well, I think it just allows you to move forward. Is there any particular contract you want to get that you haven't gotten yet?
So we've done everything from residential, some Airbnbs downtown, and commercial. We do kind of want to get more into commercial. I'll do a quick shout out to our boy Jimmy at Pest Now. He's our first commercial contract. Great guy.
Very nice.
Out in, I guess that's
great service too.
Yeah.
They're good.
He's our guy. So that was our first ever commercial contract. And it's been great with him. It is, it's a lot, it seems like commercial, they're just less, obviously with a residential house, it's very particular, and you can get into some like people who are very particular, I guess, which makes sense, of course. But we like commercial too. It's something I think we are trying to expand on a lot more. Of course, there's a lot of offices downtown that we would love to help clean.
It's it's a space that we can be more hands-on too.
Sure.
But it also gives us an opportunity to connect with other business owners in the area. And again, a big part of this was trying to build a good, healthy culture locally, and pull ourselves from what were and is externally facing jobs and careers and focusing internally.
Yeah. Well, we can't wait to see you out and about more. If you have an office space that you need cleaned, you can contact these guys, pristinecleaningteam.com.
Yes.
Correct.
Yep. That's right.
All right. I know you're going to be seeing a lot more of them coming up soon, but give them a call and have them come out and quote your space to be cleaned. We appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.